Hello everybody and welcome back to Steve Plays Hearts of Iron 4 with the Kaiserreich mod, with the Soviet Union submod playing as, of course, the Soviet Union. So in the last video we finished our economic rehabilitation and our political rehabilitation. We have no political or economic minuses, or rather malices, so production has skyrocketed, we are almost equipped, our army is almost fully equipped, we should be producing new units very soon, and expansion should commence very nicely. We're going to finish these last few economic reforms and then we'll be on the path to exporting the glorious revolution, obviously focused primarily on recovering our stolen land of the Russian people and of all the other various diverse ethnicities who deserve to have the revolution brought to them. People who were formerly in the Russian Empire, oppressed by the Tsar, and who now deserve to be liberated by the shining light of socialism under Joseph Stalin, who, by the way, is also one of our commanders, which I think is great. He's only a general, even though he's like the generalissimus of our country. I think that's pretty interesting. But yes, research-wise, we're going to start building close air support pretty soon. I think that'll be very handy. We're building tons of military factories, we're militarizing quite quickly, and that should be a lot, more effective once we start taking a lot of our shit back. So let's reform this guy's troops. There we go, Comrade Zhukov. That should be just fine and dandy. This is new. Argentine Commune has joined the Third International. Interesting. We're still very low on artillery and support equipment, although support equipment will be finished up before artillery. So I feel like we should use some of that for making artillery, but I'm going to do that instead for making fighters, which I will replace with close air support once we research it, because close air support is immensely important. It's probably the most important aircraft type, except from, of course, fighters. Now, Mongolia is looking like it's going to be a tough nut to crack because of all the units it has, which is, it's annoying to say the least. We're going to transfer 3 of these people from the Transnamor front. Yeah, Kolchak got assassinated, which was interesting. See, political power. We've mostly used up all of our political power slots, so let's, I guess, do fighter manufacturer. Why not? Give us a little bit of buffs. Okay, something's happening in Dutch East Indies. I've never seen this happen before. So yeah, it looks like this patch added a lot of really nice new stuff, which I love. I really love it. And also, America's still a mess, which I think is great. I think that's never gonna get resolved. And yeah, I got a comment saying that the whole Bohemia and Illyria disappearing is a common issue, but like, I don't know how much that's going to affect my game, because like I'm going to expand into Europe and this land just doesn't exist, so I'm not sure how I'm going to handle that. I'm going to start researching, what am I going to start researching? I'm going to start researching new equipment because ours is outdated already. What else can we do? Something useful. We could do air doctrine, I think that'd be useful. No, we will research the new artillery type, because we want better stuff. Soviet agriculture, and we can do Finnish adaptation. Oh, I thought we had to do this one as well, but it turns out not. This will give us 10% efficiency cap and 10% construction speed, and minus 5% consumer goods factories. That is super overpowered. This mod makes the Soviet Union very, very overpowered. But yes, once I do this, I'm very inclined to do this, because that gives us even more production efficiency cap. And also I want to do this because this is 2 free military factories, and oh my god, this is more efficiency cap. Good lord, they really don't want you to expand, do they? Damn. Well, I suppose while we're doing one of these wars we can go down with these focuses. So I think I'll do this one, and then we will finally expand militarily. Finnish adaptation. Thankfully a lot of these focuses only cost 56 political power. By the way, I hope you're noticing the new mic I'm using. Got a new mic, a new boomstick, and a pop filter. So, I'm a real YouTuber now. And I think that the audio is greatly improved. I've also been messing around with Audacity and all that stuff. So hopefully my audio is a lot clearer and nicer. Please leave a comment if you can actually tell if it's better or not, or if it's worse. Or if you have any, suggestions or just recommendations for what I should do with my audio, because I'm still experimenting and we'll kind of see where it goes. I was thinking of getting a Blue Yeti, but I got this Samsung instead. It's CO1U. It's pretty great from what I've been able to tell so far. So yeah, our armies have both basically been fully equipped except for artillery and support equipment, which is still an issue, unfortunately. Let's replace these with close air support and start building some of those lovelies, because those will definitely help us in, you know, messing up all of these people. Germany has a very powerful air fleet, although it's not very large for this point in the timeline. So I'm guessing we should be able to outperform them eventually. So this is efficiency. If Australian Guard go, ooh, shocking news from the Australian Confederation, as the Australasian Guard, a group of right-wing authoritarians who have long criticized the Australasian government for not going far enough in its suppression of syndicalism, and who lost in the recent electoral bid by a fair margin, have seized control of the government. Damn, that's very interesting. Never seen that before. Huh. That'll be interesting to see what happens to that. They're still in the Entente, aren't they? Yeah, they are. That'll be very interesting to see what happens. How's Canada doing? Yep, nothing new. Subsidizing railways. So, we need some rubber. Where can we get some oil? Oh my god, Mexico has absolute ass-tons of oil. Oh, I guess that's because they took Texas. Makes sense to me. That's fair, works for me. And some rubber from... Yeah, I kind of want to stop trading with the Dutch East Indies and trade with the Indo-Chinese Union. You know, communist helps communist. Makes sense to me. I really don't like that it's this pukey French blue color. It kind of puts me off. But, you know, whatever. You can't have it all. Okay, new infantry equipment. I'm amazed that the Ottomans haven't crumbled yet. Like, in my previous playthroughs, it took a lot less time. But, oh well, you can't have it all, I suppose. So the Philippines was just annexed by Japan. Looks like they're starting to enact their imperial ambitions, which, you know, good for them. Oh, Jesus, sorry about that. So, Germany hasn't sold off Ceylon, and I'm pretty sure they're meant to do that. Holy shit, Norwegian Socialist Republic declared war on Sweden. That's pretty interesting. I should send them volunteers. Damn, they've got a lot of stuff going on. Sweden is better than them in terms of military factories, though, so this will be interesting to watch. I still have 7 volunteers in America, and like I want them out. And I'm pretty sure there's a mod that does that, but like I don't want to mod this any more than I have to, because it'll fuck up with the game files. Not the game files, but it'll make the game a lot less stable. So I'm actually quite inclined to send them volunteers. How many can I send? I can send 7. So I will do that, because having a nice ally in Scandinavia will definitely be very useful. So who should we send them? Probably some unexperienced folks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's put you under the command of, oh, let's say, Govorov. Sure, you sound like a fun dude. And send them over. That should be fun. Yeah, world tension is not rising at all, even though there's been like 100 wars. Alright, we finished adaptation. Let's get a bit more. After mass industry, we can do this. Will give us 6 civilian factories. That's pretty crazy. So yeah, it looks like in this episode we might not actually end up expanding. I'm sorry. If these episodes are a bit boring, I apologize. But this mod really adds a lot of new shit that the Soviet Union has to handle before you can actually expand. Which I can appreciate, because in most Hobby 4 mods and in Hobby 4 vanilla, you don't really feel like you have to work for, you know, building a powerful base, whereas in this game you really do. So we're going to start building some trucks, because I want a logistical company. Or maintenance companies, because those are quite good. Project, yeah, okay, resource gain efficiency, that's nice. When will our volunteers arrive? So yeah, actually you might see some fighting, so that's something new for this series, actually some kind of warfare. Okay, where did they land? Oh, right near the front. How lovely. So the Swedes have actually broken through near Oslo. Let's go and try to kick them out. Hopefully these lads will gain a bit of experience. Oh, look at that. Going just nicely. They have hired decryption? That can't be right. Oh well. Please, Comrade Govorov will get some experience, and these troops will get some experience as well, which is always fine and dandy. Let's assign him to a field marshal, because that always helps. Comrade Budyonny will be in charge of this. I love the Russian quotes. Let's go speed 5, because, you know, we can. I guess we could try to do like a bit of a... Oh my god, Norway, you're getting crushed. How could you do this? We could try to go... Oh my god, they have a naval invasion as well. Come on, Norway. Are you gonna be the Italy in this relationship? Do I have to start rescuing you from every situation? Oh, we got new artillery, which is a bit problematic, but whatever. We'll do battlefield support. Let's upgrade our artillery. That's gonna make it very difficult to get new artillery to our troops. But that's fine, because our army is already quite large, so we're okay with that. Especially for the early stages of the wars in this situation. Alright, so these troops have been crushed. Let's go and kick these guys back out, or at least try to. Okay, they still haven't recovered from our assault. Let's finish them off. We need some aluminium. We'll get it from the Commune of France, because they're our comrades. At least in spirit. They don't want us in their faction, so we'll just be friends on paper. Let's take, let's see. Let's do a bit of manual planning here. There we go, that works for me. Oh, not quite. There we go. Okay, this is problematic. Okay, let's try to do something like this. Come on, Norway, I'm making this so much easier for you. Come on, just fucking push, man. Have you somehow lost all of your troops? Yes, they have. Of course they have. Sweden gained like 1 million. Because, of course, that's what happens to the AI in this game. Because that makes perfect sense, doesn't it? But that's okay. We're doing okay across the board. We're getting some decent experience. We have now volunteers in 2 different countries, which I think is pretty funny. Let's send them a bit of infantry equipment. Send Lend-Lease. And we can afford them. Give them, what about, maybe 10,000 rifles? I think that should help them sufficiently. There we go. Hopefully that will help them. Maybe raise some new troops, something like that. Alright, this is good. We managed to take this. Okay, let's just encircle this one division, because why not? We can. Okay, disperse support. Overwhelming firepower is obviously very good. Available planes in reserve. Can we send them aircraft? Send air volunteers. Haha, how many can we send? Like 5, I bet. We can send them 100. That's not too bad at all. Where's our aircraft? Okay, let's separate. There we go. And let's send them over here to do their duty. Actually, should I send... Let's see. Yeah, they have just fighters. So fighters will be okay. That should work for me. We have available planes in reserve. Let's mix these 2 together. Do something like this. That should be good. And why not add all of our new air support? That should be fun. Okay, so let's hope our campaign in Sweden continues going well. Let's try to prevent them from cutting us off. And Sweden is fucking them over, of course they are. Look at this, they just got a bunch of assholes just garrisoned here. Although they managed to cut off these guys, which is, good on them, I suppose. But I hope I don't have to win this entire war for them. That would be a bit tragic. Although I suppose Norway will have to be my Italy. Where are my planes? Let's get some air superiority over southern Sweden. Oh, I like how that's a separate air zone. That makes a lot more sense than in vanilla. Let's add all of these to artillery production, because we need artillery. Tungsten. Who will we be getting our tungsten from? Union of Burma. That makes perfect sense to me. Look at that. There's so many communist countries that I can just be getting resources from them endlessly. One hand washes the other and all that nonsense. And I think that once we actually, have Sweden capitulate, we'll actually be able to help Norway, super buffer out, which would be really nice. It would be a very handy buffer state. So, mass industry is done. I think we're going to do new industries. That's a lot of very tasty civilian factories that I really want in my life. Yep, we're going for new industries. Alright, you guys take a chill pill for a second. Okay, this is all going okay. Come on, Norway, I can't sustain your entire... Oh my god. You had one job, Norway. I can't sustain your entire offensive. Come on, you know this. Alright, they sent one unit. Amazing. Alright, this one unit is encircled. That's good for them. Let's see. What do we want with our 150 power? Oh, let's do artillery manufacture. That makes sense to me. Artillery is always good. Never have too much artillery is what I always say. What I always say. You know, it's true. Alright, let's crush these fuckers. Let's take Göteborg. I'm sure that's not how that's pronounced. Okay, yeah, I don't want to overextend myself. That's always a dangerous and slippery slope to go down. Sovereignties dominate Middle Africa. Okay, so Middle Africa has imploded. Oh no, it's about to implode. Okay, that'll be interesting. It was pretty fun in my last playthrough when Middle Africa just kind of shit itself. It was pretty fun. Sweden has tanks? What? Even I don't have fucking tanks. That's crazy. Well, okay, that's interesting. Did not expect that to occur. Oh, okay. So, Churchill's published a book. I don't really care too much about it. Because Churchill is a fucking cunt, and I'll fight you about it. Let's see. Alright, let's push through here. Can we manage over this river? I don't think so. If this guy would freaking help me out, we would, but he won't. Alright, this is good. We're slowly pushing. This tank is annoying. I'm gonna try to cross this river. Damocles project. Someone's trying to make an atomic bomb in 1939. That's interesting. Good luck with that. Okay, this is a difficult situation to say the least. Let's just keep pushing the Swedes, I suppose. It's kind of the only thing we can do. The Norwegians are actually, you know, I think that... Okay, they left this front completely unguarded. Of course they did, fucking Norwegians. But it's fine, we're getting good experience for our units. Let's just kind of beeline down for Malmö. And I know that that's not how that's pronounced, but whatever. I'll pronounce it however I damn please. Oh no, they're about to cut me off. Okay, that's not great. That's fine because he'll take Malmö, so it'll be okay. Come on, Norway, let's sustain this offensive. It's going well so far. We can do it. We can take Stockholm. Come on, baby. This tank is annoying as shit. I did not expect there to be a tank. Okay, so the Dutch East Indies revolt failed miserably, which is, you know, unfortunate for them, but whatever. These things happen. Let's see, let's just keep pushing. They've left their entire approach to Stockholm undefended, which is great for us. Let's keep pressuring this infantry division. Let's pump out more military factories. You can never have too many military factories, as I always say. Let's see, can we improve these in any way? No, we need to research some more support companies. Let's send these to grab Falun, which I know is exactly how that's pronounced. I studied German for 2 years, so I know exactly how everything is pronounced. Trust me on it. Let's go and grab Karlskrona. I have an Estonian friend, so I'm hoping that that's at least somewhat similar to how those things are pronounced. Okay, so they've brought some troops up. Let's try to cut them off before they can get to Stockholm. Okay, we were late. Okay, this is dangerous. Okay, this is a very dangerous development. Let's try to extricate ourselves from this fun situation. Okay, so I think we just trapped 2 divisions here, which is nice. Yeah, they're completely trapped. That's great. Huh. Some very nice experience farming for my units, which is always a nice thing. Okay, let's see. Okay, everything is going well. We're getting tons of experience for our units. Let's crush these fuckers. Alright, so the Swedes just gratuitously lost 2 divisions. This whole southern Sweden offensive was a pretty good idea. Let's move our air force to southern Sweden for more effective air support. Or rather, air superiority. Let's keep pushing for Stockholm. or at least in some sense in the general direction of Stockholm. I think this video is going to be a bit longer because I think we're very close to capitulating Sweden, and I think that that's what we want. Or at least we want to take Stockholm. I think that'll be a fun way to end this video. New industries is done. That's very, very nice. Should I go for these 2 military factories? Yeah, this is great. I'm definitely going for this. Let's see. These people should make it to Norrköping, which is how that's pronounced officially. I know it. Trust me on that. Yeah, oh my god, Norway, you fucked this up royally, didn't you? You had one job, Norway. I'm not gonna save you. I'm just gonna beeline for Stockholm. That's my only care right now in this world. This might end up as a very tasty pocket, actually. Although it doesn't appear like it will. Okay, we're about to march into Stockholm. Alright, Soviet troops have entered Stockholm. Let's see how this war is going. Yeah, we don't actually get like any useful statistics. Oh no, we do. So they're 7% away from capitulating. Interesting. I imagine that's because they took fucking Trondheim. Although, what happens when we take this? Let's see. Well, it doesn't really help at all, does it? Well, at least we surrounded this massive amount of troops, and now we can whittle them away. Including their only, I hope their only tank division. Which is very nice indeed. That is just peak of niceness. But yes, they still have 27%. Okay. This is a fucking mess. Well, okay, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, like and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave any comments in the comments below, such as recommendations, suggestions, opinions, or just general comments about whatever. Really, I'm glad to talk about whatever the hell. Make sure to check me out on Patreon, Twitter, although I don't usually post there that much. I do Twitch streams once in a while, and I'm open to recommendations on that. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.